everyone, welcome to Java tutorials. Topics for today's session is, first we have to know about what is the inheritance in Java and different types of inheritance, and in detail we learn about the multi-level inheritance. Inheritance is the most effective feature of object-oriented programming language. Okay, inheritance is the mechanism which acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent object. Inheritance represents a relationship, and it also establishes a link between or connectivity between two or more classes. And it permits sharing and accessing properties from one to another class. Inheritance is the process of defining new class based on the existing class by extending its common members and methods. That is, creating the new class from the existing class is called the inheritance, and it is also known as the derivation or derivability, or we also known as the inheritance as the reusability. So inheritance allows us to reuse of code. That is, we can reuse the code as many times as. So we can create the many children for the same parent, or we can create multiple classes from multiple new classes from multiple existing classes. So inheritance allows the reuse of the code, and it improves the reusability of applications. Syntax for specifying the inheritance is class. This is the keyword which is used to create the class. We are creating the derived class name, means new class name. And this is the valid identifier in the Java. Extends, which is used to specify the extension of the existing class, that is the superclass. Superclass is the already existing or previous class which is extended to the derived class name, means this is the old class and this is the new class. So old class properties are members to be extended to the new class, and this class can also share or access the members of the superclass, as well as it can has its own variables and its own methods. So extends keyword here, extends keyword is used to inherit the properties of the class. So here you observe, this is the class super, which is the old class which consists the variables, methods, any of this, and here we are creating the new class, that is the sub, which is extended by the super class which is already existing class. This is the syntax for implementing the inheritance. And different types of inheritance. On the basis of class, it can be three types: single, multi-level, and hierarchical. But in the Java, multiple and hybrid inheritance is also there, but it is not supported through the classes. It is supported through the interfaces only. Actually, different types of inheritance are single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Single, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance can be done with the help of class, but multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritances are implemented or supported through the interface. That is the new concept in the Java only. Single inheritance. Single inheritance means only one parent class, one child class. The child class is derived or created from the parent class is known as the single inheritance. One new class is derived from the one old existing class is called the single inheritance. And the child class has the accessibility or authorization to access the properties of the parent class. Parent class shares its properties to the child class, and child class access the members which are required for that is accessed from the parent class. Okay, here A is the old class which is extending to the B. Means A can share its own properties, means variables and methods to the new class, that is the B. So here we have the only one super class and only one subclass, only one parent class, only one child class, or only one base class and only one derived class is called the single inheritance. This is the class A, which is the old class which has its own variables and methods. Okay, it shares the properties to the class B which is extended by the A. Class B is the new class. We call the B as the child class when we call the A as the parent class. So B is created by the new existing class A. This is the definition of the single inheritance. Process of deriving the new class from the existing old class is called the single inheritance. And multi-level inheritance. In the name multi-level, we have multiple levels. Multiple names means we are creating the new class which is from the already existing class, and that is already created from the already existing class. That is called the, we have different levels, that is called the multi-level inheritance. For example, here we are creating the class C which is the new class which we are deriving from the, which is derived from the class B, and class B is already derived from A. So class C can access the properties or members from the B as well as the A. Class A can share its properties to the class B as well as class C. Class B can access the members from the class A, and class B shares its members to the class C. So here we have the three classes: parent class, intermediate class and child class. Okay, we can have multiple intermediate classes. Okay, this is called the multi-level inheritance. Okay, child class as well as intermediate class may access the properties of upper level classes is called the multi-level inheritance. For example, here you observe class A. This is the parent class which extends to the B. Okay, and class B is extended to the C. So class B is parent for the class C, and between the class A and C it has the intermediate class, and class C extended by the B, just like the class D extended by the C. So class C is the parent for class D. Class B is the parent for class C. Class A is parent for. So class D can access the members from the A, class B, class C, class as well, and as many classes as it's work as the intermediate or parent classes. This is called the multi-level inheritance. Okay, here you observe parent class shares the properties to the intermediate class. As many as intermediate classes, those all can share its parent classes, and those are shared to the child class. And the child class is accessed its upper level classes, intermediate classes as well as the parent classes. This is called the multi-level inheritance. Okay, for example, here we have the class, that is the car class, and car class, here class car, this is the car is the class name, and here we define the car. This is the constructor. What is the use of constructor? Constructor is used to initialize the members of the class, but here we didn't define any members. So just we are for testing purpose we are writing the just print statement. When this is executing, it displays I am in class car. Okay, here class has the one method, that is the vehicle type. Okay, car is which type of vehicle, that is displaying there. The car vehicle type is the car. Okay, this is the one simple class which has the only one method, that is the vehicle type, which is displaying the print statement. Vehicle type is called car. And here we are creating the Maruti is the new class which is extended by the car. So extends keyword is using to extend car to the Maruti. So these members can be accessed to the Maruti class. Here we define the Maruti constructor which is used to initialize. Here is it is executing, we are written the some simple print statement, and Maruti has the only one method, that is the brand, which brand it relates. Its brand is Maruti, so it displays the brand is Maruti as the print statement. And it again has the speed, and it is also the void means which doesn't returns any value to the calling statement, and its speed is 90 kilometers per hour. It is displaying in the print statement, and class is closed. So car is the parent for the Maruti class. And again we are defining the Maruti 800, which is extends to the Maruti, means Maruti is extended to the Maruti 800. So Maruti 800 can access the members of the class Maruti, it which has the brand and speed as the two methods, and which is Maruti is already defined or extended by the car. So vehicle type and the members of the car class as well as the members of the Maruti can be accessed by the Maruti 800. Just it have here we are defined the print constructor, which is used to display the its print statement, and here it has the only one method, that is the speed. Its speed is maximum 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, and it has the main method, which is creating the object for the lowest class, that is the child class Maruti 800, and by the object we are accessing the obj.vehicle type. Obj is the object of the child class 800, and vehicle type is accessing from the its parent class, higher level class, that is the car class. And object dot brand belongs to the Maruti class, intermediate class, and speed which is belongs to the its own class. Okay, it displays its speed. So when we are displaying, when it object is created, we are just creating for the object Maruti 800. So when we are creating, automatically the constructors are initiated. So the print statement Maruti 800, when we are creating, this is extended from the Maruti is extended from the car. So these constructor all displayed. We retain the print statement. So I am in class car is displayed, and I am in class Maruti is displayed, because these two are the parents, are old existing classes for the Maruti. So these three print statements which are in the those constructors displayed in this, and we are called the object dot vehicle type, which has the only one print statement which displays the vehicle type is car. And again object dot brand, which is the method of the Maruti, which has the only print statement, that is the brand Maruti. And when we are called the object dot speed, it invokes its own method. But here we have the Maruti also the speed, but it is overridden. That is the another concept which we learn in another videos. But it accepts only its own method, that is the Maruti 800. So it displays 80 kilometers per hour. But for the Maruti, its speed is 90 kilometers per hour. It is not executing. It is overridden by the its child class this. Okay, like this it displays its output like this. This is the example for implementing the multi-level inheritance. Car is the one class, and intermediate classes are the Maruti and Maruti 800. In between the Maruti 800 and car, we have the Maruti class car. Maruti class has worked as the intermediate class, and parent class is the car, and child class is the Maruti 800. Okay, here we have written the another example, that is the shape class, which have the only one method, that is the display method, which displays the some print statement I am in display method or inside display method, which has only one method, that is the display, and the class is closed. Again we are created the rectangle class, which is extending by the shape class, that is the shape is already existed, so shape is extended to the rectangle. So this display method can be accessed to for the rectangle, and it has the own method, that is the area, which displays the inside the area method as the print statement. Here we are again creating the one class, that is the cube, which is extended by the rectangle. So cube is the child class for the rectangle, and rectangle is already child for the shape class. So shape and rectangle members can be accessed or shares its members to the cube class. It has its own method, that is the volume, and here this is the class. So shape is the parent class and rectangle and cube is the intermediate class. And here we are creating the one class to accessing these three methods. Here is the class tester, which has the main method. We are created the lowest level object, that is the cube. Okay, here you observe, here class name is started with capital Q, and here object is also the same as the cube. But Java is the case sensitive. So here capital C and small c is different. So you can use the same names with different alphabets can be displayed as the variable names or identifier names. Cube dot display, which is the method of its parent class from the shape, it can be accessed. Cube dot area, which is the method of rectangle. Cube dot volume, its own method. These three print statement, it has only print statements, those are displayed like this. So output displayed like this. And this is the another class, that is the animal class. Animal class has the only one method. Animal has the only one method, that is void eat. Okay, and it doesn't, void means it doesn't return value, and it is displaying one print statement, animal is eating. Okay, we are creating the class dog, which is extends the animal class. Animal is the already existing class, that is extended to the dog. So dog can access the its animals eat method, and the dog has its own property that has that. So common methods, common members can be described in parent classes, and specific methods or special methods only exist for that child class can be written in those own class. Barking is the property of the dog, so this can be written as the method, and it displays dog is barking. Again we are creating the puppy, which is extended by the dog class. Dog is the parent for the puppy, and dog is the child for the animal class. So animal is the parent for a dog, dog is parent for puppy. So puppy is the child for the dog class, and dog is already the child for the. So dog is work as the intermediary class between the animal and puppy. And a puppy has its own method, that is the weeping. So puppy is weeping is displayed. When we are creating the object for the puppy class, that is the D. Okay, it execute D dot weep. Weep is its own method, that is displayed. Puppy is weeping as the print statement. D dot bark, which is accessing from its parent class, that is the dog class. It has the printing, the dog is barking. D dot eat. Eat is accessed from its higher level parent class, that is the animal class. It displays the animal is eating. So accessing the members of intermediate class and parent class can be possible for the only child class. This is called the multi-level inheritance. And this is the another example for the electronics. Okay, here we define the class electronics, which has the constructor which displays class electronics, and it has the one method device type. Which type of device? We have the we are using the electronics devices, so it displays the device type as the electronics. So this method is closed, it has the only constructor and device. And again we are defining the television, which is the child class for the electronics class. So electronics class methods can be accessed to the device. Television also the electronics type, so device type can be accessed to the television. And television adds its own method, that is the category. That category belongs to the television category. Okay, and again we are creating the LED, that is the subclass for the television class. Television is already defined from the electronics class. LED has its own property, that is the display technology, that is the LED type of technology. Okay, here we are defining the multi-level test as the class name and the main method. For here you observe that we are creating the object for the child class. Okay, LED dot device type, which is the method of the its parent class, that is the electronics class. It is accessed from here. LED dot category, it cursor moves here and accesses this method and it displays. And LED dot display technology, it is its own method and displayed here. So output displayed like this. When we are creating the object, automatically the constructors are invoked, and when we are calling the methods, we are using it invokes and displays its print statements like this. Okay, so here we have to we have observed that in the multi-level inheritance we have the three levels only. For the, when we have the three classes, then only it is possible for the multi-level inheritance. One is act as the parent, and in the middle class, that is the intermediate class and the child class. Okay, so we have to observe that when we have the possibility of the three classes, it may be possibility for the multi-level inheritance. Okay, in the summary, we learned in this video are inheritance and different types of inheritance and multi-level inheritance. Okay, inheritance means process of creating the new classes from the existing class is called the inheritance. We have different types of inheritance, and inheritance allows us to reuse the code as many types as, and it also allows us to implement the polymorphism. Okay, types, different types of inheritance are single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Multiple and hybrid inheritance cannot be possible by the classes, but those can be possible by using the interfaces. And again we learn detail about the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance is possible when we have the three classes: parent class, intermediate class, and child class. Child class is derived from the one class that is the already existing, and that is already created from the already existing class, that is the parent class. So parent, intermediate class, and child class, these three are. So intermediate class and parent class can share their members to the child class. Child class can access the members of the intermediate class as well as the parent class. And we learn in detail about different with examples multi-level inheritance. Okay, thank you, and one and all.